Hi, I'm Buddy Mills, and you're listening to the Bluhdhaven Podcast on the Bluhdhaven Podcast Network. You can catch the podcast live every Tuesday at bluhdhaven.com. Be sure to subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bluhdhaven Podcast, episode 105. As always, I'm your host, Belfer Wong. Today, I am joined with...
Oh, I'm Chris. Hi, I'm back.
Buddy.
I'm Marcus.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome, Chris, back, everyone. It's been a long while.
It's been a
while. But,
Is he going to be playing at the amphitheater? Stained.
Is he?
Really?
Yeah, Stained's actually going to be playing at the
Who?
amphitheater.
No shit.
Stained?
When?
Oh, Stained.
I can't Oh, you know what? I think it's Stained that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah, because... for some reason, I kept getting Stained and Seether confused for, like, the longest time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Until I saw them live. And I think Stained has really bad stage presence, if I remember correctly.
Damn shame.
Yeah, because it was like really awkward. You know how like nowadays all the artists are like, put your cameras in the air or put your fucking lights in the air or whatever.
They're moving around.
Yeah, and they're like,
themselves.
yeah, and they're like, just keep it there. Like the entire concert, they're like, all right, we're on song number 3. I need y'all to keep your fucking phones up, and we're just like, why?
Oh,
Yeah, it just felt really weird.
They're playing at the Casino del Sol.
let me do it unprompted.
Yeah, exactly. When are they coming to Del Sol?
September 20th.
That's a
September 20th?
Tuesday. 8 o'clock.
Tuesday.
That's a weird time slot.
Holy shit, they're actually very fucking, well, depending on the roads, they're actually not bad.
Well, hold on. Are you in the lawn area? No.
$90.
I mean, the lawn area is always open.
So let's see section 201. So like,
It's $100.
Well, anyways,
Well,
what
it's not bad.
what is
Sorry.
Stained, anyways? I've never heard of it.
It's a band.
It's a rock
Yeah. Have I heard anything by them? Like,
You've
have
heard-
you
It's been a while.
popular?
It's been a while.
It's been a while? Okay, no, I went Wiz Khalifa with that when he started saying it, so I'm probably not in that realm at all.
Keep you here, right here, waiting. Oh, I like that song a lot for some reason.
It was just worth it just to hear you sing it.
Fuck off.
Buddy, I don't mean anything by it, man. You know I love you. I'm not talking shit. I'm like sincere as fuck.
Dude, I know.
Man, fuck you.
Hold on, bro. No,
As you can tell, it's gonna be a very dude-centric podcast today. So
a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
A lot of testosterone.
All the
We're
girls are busy,
gym
so
today, so.
there you go. So you got to pump on. Did you have your
high pitch with that shit? It was fucking great.
Did you have your pre-workout?
My
I did. I dry scooped it.
It's dry scooped
What
what?
the fuck does that even mean?
Pre-workout.
Oh, like you just went
Oh,
straight,
you
like you cinnamon
scooped
challenged
it?
it?
Don't.
Just,
Yeah, just one.
I did pre-workout. It fucking, I don't think it works for me. Like,
It
it's like
makes
it's just like caffeine.
tingly.
Like a really big.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point though? Isn't it supposed to make you like?
Yeah, it's a bunch of caffeine, yeah.
It made me have to
It's a
fart.
bunch of fun
Really?
stuff.
Like,
That makes sense because if there's
yeah.
caffeine in it, caffeine is a diuretic.
Yeah, it sucks when you're working. I guess for me, don't use pre-workout.
Better than
Because
shit.
it makes me want
Otherwise-
poo-poo.
I mean, tomorrow's leg day, I'm not going to use pre-workout for leg day. That's
So do you only use
Or
pre-workout
what?
for like arms
I
and
was
shit?
trying to
all. Everything else, just not legs, because
Why
it
not?
makes me nauseous.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah, and
that.
especially if you're like doing the thing with the push-up with the leg, you go, I gotta go.
Yeah, leg presses, squats, deadlifts.
Nothing's
everything
worse than being in the
involves-
middle of a squat and know you have to take a squat. It's like the worst feeling in the world. Think about it. Just you're right there. You're like, oh
You're
shit!
like,
if I go
oh,
any
no.
lower, more than just my
I'm
legs.
trying to
are
think if
going.
I've ever been in a situation where like,
You've squatted.
yeah, we don't like where I'm in the middle of a squat and I'm like, I have to use the restroom because normally I go to the restroom like before I work out.
Well, yeah, ideally.
Well, sometimes you're just in the zone and you don't realize it, and you're pushing heavier weight than you've ever done before.
And you're like,
You're
And then
struggling, yeah.
that is fair.
And then the muscles start doing weird things.
The body is a weird thing to have.
Either you drop the weights or you drop a deuce. And
long story short, you felt something going down your leg.
anyways, that's how I met your mother.
Oh my god.
If only the show had ended like that.
Would have been better.
Ooh, hot take.
I'm not. Yeah,
So
fuck yeah, it would have
sensitive
been.
subject.
Controversial.
For whatever we go on with any other
No,
topic,
I think it's unanimous. People will hate that ending to that series.
I have a weird
That's not
question
what we're
for
here to
y'all,
talk
just to
about.
see. So, would you rather fight an orangutan with a sword once a year, or fight a chicken every time you get in the car?
Oh, God.
I read this Facebook post.
Chicken.
I'd murder a chicken.
I'd
every
murder a
single
chicken.
day.
Dude, an orangutan will fuck you up.
That's true.
Are you kidding
Orangutan.
me?
Yeah,
An
you grab-
orangutan will fuck you
You
up.
grab the chicken by the neck as it's trying to peck at you, and
Mhm.
you just go, and it's dead.
Listen. Mexicans have proven that chickens don't mean shit. People die from orangutans.
Yes, but people die from swords too. The orangutan doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, he does.
Is
The
the
orangutan has the
orangutan
sword.
trained to use the
The
sword? or
orangutan
does it
has
just
a
have
sword,
one?
but nothing says you have that. Nothing says that you can't use a gun against the orangutan.
That is
Well,
oh,
if it
so
sneaks up
So, I mean,
so
if we have
the
a gun,
orangutan.
you're gonna
I
win
just
every
said I have the
time.
sword.
What
No,
Would
he
you go
has
at
a
an orangutan
sword.
with the
Fuck,
sword?
he has a
You
sword.
What if you're like retirement age? You're on your oceanside villa on a balcony, and all of a sudden, just smoking a cigarette or something, and then an orangutan comes up.
It's America. We always have guns on us.
If you think about it that way, then it's like the whole snail theory.
Yeah, right. It'll always
Yes.
comes to
Yeah,
wars,
I
and
mean-
it knows where you are.
Exactly.
If it touches you, it'll
You're
kill
dead.
you.
Mm-hmm.
No, monkeys are vicious, dude.
Yeah, they are. They're fucking.
Like that monkey, even if it has a sword, it's gonna throw the sword away and just manhandle
It's gonna throw the sword at you.
it. Hill
Ring
first.
thing.
It's gonna
Straight
it's gonna
fist.
throw the hill at you first, knock you out, and then rip you from limb to limb.
Skull bash you with the
I've seen
pommel.
Planet of the Apes. I know what happened.
Yeah.
Ape together strong.
Yes. What's
Chicken.
his name? Cornelius? Not Cornelius.
Chicken.
Caesar.
Caesar.
Those are really good.
Listen, if I get crushed by an orangutan, I think that's a worthy death.
Yeah, it's better than dying by a chicken.
You're right. Can you imagine getting pecked to death by a chicken?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Just every time you get in a car, just.
Omega level.
See, here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. They don't say what kind of chicken. It could be the Family Guy chicken.
Oh my god.
That's just a. Oh, I guess that is
Every time in a
chicken.
car. In a car.
But that's Family Guy.
Yeah, but you never said
This
what
is
kind of
real
chicken we're
life.
dealing with.
Doesn't he kill him at one point?
No.
I thought he did. Like,
Is he finally dead?
Yeah, like I
Is he
think.
finally dead?
I thought he actually killed him, didn't he?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
I don't know, but
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Family
I
Guy.
I watch funny shows,
Yeah,
so
right. Or he severely wounded the chicken, felt bad. They kind of made amends, and then eventually just fought each other again.
I watch Rick and Morty like an intellectual.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I like Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's just stupid.
It's a great.
But it's funny
show.
stupid. I feel like Family Guy and even American Dad is just stupid.
American Dad has its moments though.
Does it?
There's some decent episodes, I'd say. None that.
I don't watch enough of it, so I'm just not a big Seth MacFarlane guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like his writing, Once Upon a Time in the West, did not like that movie.
You
Haven't seen
mean
it.
A Million Ways to Die.
That one.
Ah, A Million Ways.
Yeah, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Once Upon a Time in the West? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What other? He wrote another movie where I was like, I watched it. Ted, right? Was
Yeah.
the I did not like Ted.
Mm.
I don't.
There
I
was a Seth MacFarlane movie.
yeah. I can't think of something that he's made where I'm like,
He's a good
this is
singer. I would say he has a decent voice.
He has a fantastic voice.
Yeah. Just his writing kind of sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You said, well, he has that Star Trek show, right? Is that any good?
The Orville?
Yeah. Is it good?
I haven't seen it.
Mm.
I've seen
I
bits
didn't
and
say that. What?
pieces. It looks okay.
Yorville.
Yeah.
Orville.
It's like a sci-fi.
It's like a Star Trek
Comedy, right?
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean,
What's it on?
I have no idea. Peacock?
TV.
Peacock.
Oh god.
That's
it was
where
on
things go to
TBS for
die.
the longest time.
It was? Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's
CBS is.
You can watch it on YouTube.
You see a lot
You
of
sail the
clips of it
seven
from TikTok.
seas. You could probably.
There's
watch
3
it.
seasons.
Really? I'm always baffled when
Apple
I feel like a show
TV,
just came
Amazon,
out already, like
Voodoo.
Oh, it's
Year or
on
two in.
Amazon.
You can watch it on Hulu.
Hulu.
Oh yeah, because it's Fox, so Disney owns it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
should we expect it on Disney Plus anytime soon?
I mean, Disney owns Hulu too.
So Disney owns everything.
Yeah, that's why it's scary, dude. Disney owns way too many fucking properties.
I live in,
Lord,
blissful
intellectual
ignorance
property. That's all
of
you need to know.
everything. Because otherwise, I'd have an existential crisis every single day.
That's fair.
Not a fun time.
I want to be that I wish I didn't overanalyze shit, or I wish I didn't look into shit as often as I do, because I want to be that blissful. I just want to not think.
It is
Man.
lovely.
Not
When
gonna
you
lie.
talk about the way that you play Apex, I want to be on that
Just
level
shut your brain off. And
and just
Just
go.
let the whatever feelings take over.
Actually, that's
it's
a good
all
question.
about
What
part of the cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh. What is there something that you guys do where you just shut your brain off?
Ooh.
Stupid stuff. But I think that's self-explanatory.
Any good RPGs, I guess I can turn my brain off on. Like Skyrim, I can turn my brain off and just
go.
drone on Cyberpunk. I'm doing another playthrough right now.
A new one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's better.
How many endings have you done?
Well, I only beat it that one time. And then it
Okay.
crashed 60-something times before I got to the end of the game.
He recorded it every single time.
Yeah, these are facts. No hard crashes and stuff, though.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm taking my time modding the crap out of it.
What kind of mods are there?
There's a lot.
Well, I guess you're on PC, so like
Yeah,
there's like
it's
endless
an
mods.
RPG.
Yeah.
You can like add weapons, armor,
Characters.
blah blah blah. Yeah, new character meshes or whatever.
I think that was my. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
you're
I think
fine.
that was my favorite thing about playing Left 4 Dead 2 were the mods, because there were some funny ass mods in Left 4 Dead 2. Javier wants to start a Left 4 Dead 2 thing.
Is this still going on?
I heard about that.
Left 4 Dead?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
this a
hell,
community
it's a
service?
huge community.
Yeah.
It's a Steam game.
Oh, how old is that game? 2006, right?
When did the Orange Box come out?
Oh,
Around that
God.
time, 2007.
Yeah,
It was
2000
07. Right?
Yeah, I think it was 07.
Was Left 4 Dead 1 like 04?
Oh, cool.
I thought Left 4 Dead 1 was 05. I think Left 4 Dead 2 came out after Halo 3.
Why are you not just on the
Yeah, just Left 4 Dead 2 release date.
Did you just type in Left 4 Dead 2? It's because you're using Bing.
Here, I'll look it up.
2009.
That game came out in
yeah.
2009.
There's Left
I
4
don't
Dead
know.
2
I feel
right
like it came
now.
out earlier than
13
that.
years old.
Hold up. When did the hell?
Oh,
The game is 13 years old. That game could be a freshman in high school.
God.
And was it 2008?
2008.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
2009.
I love it
Yeah.
because my birthday is in the perfect season for video games. The November to
Oh,
December
yeah.
area.
The huge release.
Left 4 Dead came out on the 17th of November.
Woo!
But just a few days before my birthday. Probably got it for my birthday.
Probably.
Same with Left 4 Dead 2.
I remember I miss how space game releases were, because I remember being able to take like days off from like school.
You remember going to midnight launches?
Launches? Oh my god, dude.
They used to matter.
Oh,
It used to matter.
man.
Oh,
When there was
dude, the Super Smash
Brothers.
Brothers, the Super Smash Brothers midnight release were always fun. The like Call of Duty before Black Ops came out were really
Yeah.
fun, and I loved the Halo launch parties. Halo launch parties were like probably one of my favorite times.
Halo for sure.
Yeah.
100%. I remember going to Halo 3 when it launched.
Yeah, I went to Halo 3. I went to Reach.
I did
4.
Reach as well.
I
I did
think
Modern
that was the last one. I think 4 was the last one I did.
I did Modern Warfare 2. I don't think I did COD 4. I wasn't super big into Call of Duty yet.
Well, I feel like COD 4 was the one that like got a lot of people into
Yeah.
Call of Duty, because I
Yeah,
remember
for
that
sure.
like exploding.
Yeah, I don't really remember too much about like Call of Duty 3.
Yeah, either do I, because I wasn't even a Call of Duty fan. I was more of a
Were you Medal of Honor guy?
yeah, I was a huge
I was.
Medal of Honor
I was a
person.
Call of Duty guy, but I didn't.
I think
I stopped after 2.
I think I only played the first Call of Duty, and I thought it was really janky because I played it on the PlayStation,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna go back to, because I think I had Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. I want to say it's the one with Hawaii being bombed in the beginning.
It's either Pacific Assault or it's Rising Sun.
Yeah, it's Rising Sun, I'm pretty sure.
Is it Rising Sun?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
that's the Pacific.
that one,
Fleet.
that is probably one of my favorite fucking like war games ever.
They had a multiplayer.
It did. It was fucking
It
fun.
was a fun multiplayer.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah, I was a bigger Medal of Honor. Do they even make Medal of Honor games anymore?
They stopped after. Well, technically, they made a new one for VR.
Oh, I did.
Called
War
Medal of
for-
Honor Vanguard. I think.
Yeah,
was
God.
Warfighter the last Medal of Honor
Yeah.
they made?
2012.
Yeah. Warfighter was like their versions of like trying to keep up with Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was their modern Medal of Honor
And
game.
Tank.
Is that the one with the big guy with the beard on the front?
Yeah.
Yep, I remember
Pretty
that.
sure that's Warfighter.
Yeah.
The last release was back in 2020, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
That's the VR one.
Wow.
That sounds
I remember playing Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Big Red.
I remember that.
The
fucking
first
game.
infantry
I
division.
think my cousin had
when I
Big
joined
Red
the army,
1.
my first unit was 1st Infantry.
Oh yeah, I think I played this once at my friend's house.
Yeah. It was a fun time. That was a fun game. I enjoyed that one. It had like what was new at the time, ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
really?
wasn't like a static death animation.
Mhm.
Oh,
They
they actually went like
flop and they flailed.
honestly, Ragdoll
Ragdoll.
physics are probably my favorite things in games, and I think that's why I love fucking GTA so much.
Yeah.
their Ragdoll
Number
physics are
4
the
was
best.
amazing in terms of
Yeah.
Ragdoll, man.
I always love this.
Did you and your like friends ever like get together just to see like good crazy deaths you can put Nico through in that?
Yeah.
Just like you would ramp and you would like hold the grenade in the car while the car would like crash down to the floor and everything.
Do you? There was a park in Liberty City with a swing set
that would launch you.
That you could you glitch, not glitch, but you'd ram your car into it and it would fling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every time I'd do that and then hop out.
Yeah.
Every time.
I don't know why we never did that together, but I used to do that on my own just because that was so fucking... I would just be there in my room by myself laughing at me ragdolling myself.
I wonder how stupid our parents think we were as kids. Like now being an adult...
That's okay, we all think they're stupid now.
I hear kids and I'm like, God, they're fucking stupid. Like I wonder what my mom thought as I was playing games.
Probably the exact same thing we're thinking right now. Which was wild.
Probably the same feeling I get when I look at posts I posted like 10 years ago. So cringy, like, oh, you're for me in a way. Like, I'm responsible for that.
You're a dumpster fire.
Oh my god,
But I guess, since you cringed from it, it means you learned.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's always a good
thing. I'm trying to kill the part of me that is cringe, I feel like that'd be a good approach too.
You'll never truly kill it.
But at least I can suppress it a little bit more.
You can cope it.
Yeah, I feel like there's always... I think everyone has like a cringy aspect to themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what mine.
I just wish my cringe spectrum was like more narrow. I just
is it very broad right now?
It's very broad. Everything makes me cringe. Silence makes me cringe.
Oh, really? You can't like... So you tell me that you can't sit in silence?
Not when people are around.
Mm.
Oh, you
if people are around, silence. I feel obligated to speak.
So you hate waiting rooms?
I just gotta say thank God for the cell phones and shit because I'm still technically talking.
What's your opinion on elevators?
Fucking hate elevators. I love them by myself. I hate them when I have to share with people. I do like make minor chit chat if they start it first because I'm cordial like that. But if no one talks to me, I'm not talking.
I feel like that is like just a normal thing though. Like unless because I mean I've been in a lot of elevators in my life. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so like I feel like majority of the time people just don't talk. It's very seldom, like unless there's like a communal event that happened in the elevator, like say something like made a noise or like the elevator jumped, then there's conversation. But then there's occasionally that old dude who's just like, that kind of day, huh? And you're just like,
Mondays, huh?
Yeah, dude. So good.
In a fucking elevator?
What's up?
I have done crop dusting.
Crop dusting in an elevator? Yes.
I've never crop dusted in an elevator.
I have never done it, but I have been done.
I have been.
Someone
I got crop dusted by a vieja.
Yeah.
That was fucking outrageous.
See, that's why she's a vieja. She found out a way to keep herself alive.
It was a packed elevator too, which made it worse.
And that laughter probably bought her another year of life.
Oh my god, like we were all in there. So what made it worse is as soon as it closed, you just heard like...
It's one of those old vieja farts that has like 70 years worth of bad smells coagulating or
you just
collecting.
See the dust just come out of nowhere. You just see one person in the back's like.
I knew I said this was a dude podcast, but I really did not think we were going to get to the point forward.
Now.
I'm sorry.
It's that old man fart too. Just go.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
10th prestige, you unlock a suppressor for your.
How much do you guys like potty humor?
I have to be in the mood for it.
Because I fucking
won't bring it up.
Well,
I hate it.
It's like a given. It's just a time and a place. Like it depends on the situation. What is it that fucking one scene in Austin Powers Goldmember where he's eating the asparagus while he's pissing into the fountain?
I think I thought.
I thought that shit was funny.
Why don't I remember that scene?
I know.
He's hiding behind the statue and he accidentally.
He's acting as the fountain because the fountain is like a fountain of a baby pissing into a fountain, but he unplugs it, so he has to cover it up by pissing into the fountain himself. It's just the perspective. Right. The guy doesn't see he's doing it.
Yeah, because there's like the weird like sprit,
and then I don't know when there's like a plate of asparagus, he just starts eating. The guy's like,
it's true. Asparagus doesn't make it smell.
But that's potty humor that I was like, this is hilarious.
If it's like fucking like 3 a.m. and I'm sleep deprived and I hear someone just go, I'll fucking bust out laughing.
I mean, slap humor is different, or slap funny, or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're tired,
and
everything just.
When everything is funny to you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There has to be a time and place for it. In all honesty, it just depends on the mood.
I never initiate potty humor.
Well, yeah, no, it's weird because like for me, my brain goes like anything that is like.
poo tititaka, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like that stuff. Like
Hakapupu
that's
Shai.
in the bathroom. Like that's your
Yeah.
personal time.
All right.
Like that's it. Like that's where my brain
What
goes.
was that movie? Master of Disguise. You guys ever seen Master of Disguise?
Oh, with fucking
yeah.
Danny
yeah,
Is
it's
that
Danny
the
Carter.
Turtle
yeah.
Club guy?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's the fucking guy who's stealing his shit. Every time he laughs, he just farts out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, not
I really enjoyed that. Like, it was weird. It's weird because it's like they keep fucking doing it, so it's like not funny after a while. And then out of nowhere, they bring it back again and it just became funny again.
There's like a comedy trope with that, where it's like first time's funny, the
And
second and
sometimes-
third time are not, but then the fourth and fifth time it's funny again.
And that was how I realized that shit exists. Like, the fact they
Oh,
kept
like
doing
that,
it is
yeah.
what made it. Like, the first time I was like, funny. Why does he keep farting? He's farting again. And then they waited a while, and then they brought it back. I'm like, okay, that shit was funny again. That was how I found out that method of comedy existed, and I appreciated that movie for it. And
That's fair.
And it's party humor.
Yeah, I think I watched
Advanced
Master of
Party.
Disguise like once, and that was
Same.
it. I love Dan Carvey, but like that's a hard movie to get through.
I
It
watched
is,
it
I'm
as
not
a
gonna lie.
child, I think.
I watch
I
it
don't
every now and
remember
then,
That's
just,
fair.
as like a guilty
All I know is
pleasure.
the, am I not turtly enough for the turtle?
Turtle, yeah.
Turtle.
Dude, fucking head bomb.
That's the only part I remember of that whole movie.
My favorite one.
I had
was-
the same issue with well, not the same issue, but like I had the same concept of like only watching it once and then forgot about it
Mhm.
with the Jim Carrey's version of Series of Unfortunate Events.
I haven't seen that one.
yeah.
Saw it once, fucking gone out of my brain.
Oh, yeah.
Was it good?
I don't remember.
I
So
think
probably
it was
not.
Alright.
Well, I haven't seen it, so.
I mean, it must have been decent enough for have Neil Patrick Harris to be in the show. Actor
Oh, the
in
new one?
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the books are fun.
Oh yeah.
I read the
Series
books,
of
yeah.
Unfortunate Events. Yes.
It's a good like young adult.
Lemony Snicket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since we were out of books, what's everyone's favorite book?
I think you know my answer.
What's yours?
Metro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Metro series. It's a good fucking series.
It is. It's a really good series.
It's really
The game's
good.
really
Right?
fun.
There's 3 books.
There's 3 books. Yeah. The second book it has nothing to do with Artyom, which is fucking weird, but it's actually like a nice refresher.
So is it just a completely separate storyline?
It's a
And then
completely
they
separate
bring it back to 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like you follow like 3 people trying to survive the metro, and you kind of see what the fuck happens to them. It's trippy as shit.
What about you, Marcus? What's your favorite book series?
Book series?
Yeah.
Or book. Yeah.
Like, the one that came to mind was
The Bible
Kite
works, too.
Runner. You guys ever read Kite Runner?
Oh, yeah, Kite Runner's good.
Yeah, I had to read that back
Isn't
in
that
high
a
school,
good
and it's still one
Yeah.
of the only books that made me like, because I don't really care to read.
Yeah.
But it was one of the books that after the day was over and they're like, okay, we'll pick up again tomorrow. I stole the book and read it at home.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then and I read the whole book that night, and there was like half the book left.
What year were you in?
Freshman year, so I was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the only time a book has ever made me commit a felony or a
I,
crime.
A felon.
I
A felony.
did
I
that.
committed Grand Theft Auto after reading that. Catcher in the Rye.
Kill John Lennon.
Whoa, whoa.
I could not really sit through. What was it What was that?
Chappie?
No.
That like
The,
a
uh,
brain link.
The John Lennon murder movie.
John Lennon.
Was it called Chapter 27?
Oh, I think it is. Yeah, 'cause it's the whole movie that leads up to his death.
Yeah,
Really?
I could
There's a
not.
movie about that?
Yeah, I couldn't sit through it.
Well, I mean, what killed him? Just like
It's just a super fan.
Yeah, Superman
Superman?
came up just.
Yeah, it just was
Shot
like
him.
he got his like autograph. He was happy when he saw him going back to his wherever he was staying, Mr. Lennon, and just like completely.
It's just called The Killing of John Lennon.
is that where the stereotype came from?
What's stereotype?
Like fans like being stalkerish and killing their
I guess
celebrity
that's
crushes?
one idea.
Is that where
Well,
it
it's
came from?
one. I mean, like you also have the whole thing with Selena.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Oh,
John
yeah.
Lennon was before Selena, right? He died.
Well,
before?
yeah, but like
Same.
it's just another.
it's
idea.
it's another
Similar
instance.
concept.
Yeah.
Hmm. Have you heard that theory that it's her father's the one who killed her?
I hear
Like
that.
he
Oh,
all-
arranged
that
it?
like he hired her. or
Yeah,
some
like it was
shit.
all arranged and shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I see that shit on TikTok a lot. So
I just think she was just crazy.
She was just what?
I just think she was crazy.
Crazy? The,
Yeah.
the lady?
Yeah, I just think she was crazy.
Like, what is a homie, another comedian said, you know how crazy, so how much power Selena had? No one names their kid Yolanda anymore. Like, you don't know any Yolandas post 95.
That is true.
that is true.
I didn't think about that. Because all the Yolandas I know are old as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's an old sounding name, but maybe that had
That's
something
not
to do
a
with
current
it.
name, that's for sure.
If I could find a Yolanda from 94, then I'll be fine. Then my argument is sound.
Just one. We just need there has to be one out there.
As long as there's
Well,
no
wait, when did she
Yolandas
die?
in
95? I thought
95
she died.
onward.
I don't know.
Let me see.
I got passed over. My favorite book that I've been
Like
reading
Dune.
nowadays is I've been listening to Dune.
Dune?
Dune? Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
so good.
What
'cause
is
I have-
Dune about?
It's space drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Lovely. Thanks for
Think
that.
Star Wars, but in depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
That's
that's the best way that I can describe. Like for someone who has never read Dune, that's the best way that I can describe it.
Yeah, no.
Star Wars, but in
But
depth.
in depth.
It's like
I'm talking about like the geopolitical.
big old
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I had a
space
feeling that's what you
opera.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
is-
weird because the book and the book doesn't really do a good job of explaining anything in the beginning.
Really?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, I think it's
They
intentional.
kind of just throw you in the world.
There's like
huh?
Chris
glossary
said
with all
Star
the
Wars
terms.
meets Trimmers.
Star Wars meets Tremors? That's fucking great.
Yeah, with the makers.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
That's a good one.
awesome. All right, I'm interested.
Yeah, it's
but
really
is
good.
it a hard read though? Like, I read Bram
It's-
Stoker's Dracula. It was kind of a slog. Is it kind of like that?
I feel like this
It's
would
a
be
slog, bro.
It's so good.
It's so hard.
It's good literature.
No doubt, but it's fucking hard to read. It's boring.
You want a slog? Read Pit and the Pendulum. That's a fucking slog.
No, I'm passing. I'm passing
I don't
all
think I read
the
that.
slogs.
It's
As reads.
from
Can't talk to me.
It's an older book,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
older
a
books are
book.
hard for me to
but
read.
I mean, it's a
Huh.
really good sci-fi.
The Dune?
Yeah, the Dune.
Yeah, Dune.
trilogy.
It's 1972. I don't know. Is that what the
I know.
initial release was?
Let's find
I
out.
I want to say because it came out before Star Wars.
Let's
The-
see.
Dune.
The book?
the
Well, the book
yeah.
inspired Star Wars.
Yeah.
1986.
1965.
Oh, no, yeah.
65. Yeah.
Frank Herbert died in 1986.
Damn.
I'll give it a listen. Is it on Audible?
Yeah, that's what I'm listening to it on.
I'll give it a
I still
listen.
have like 3 hours left of it. But boy, oh boy,
I am happy that like
it's a good one.
I really like that Audible exists for people who don't read
the Atreides
because
are good
then I can
people.
talk to people about stories that I like to read because they get it.
It's the only reason I've read all the Harry Potter books.
Because Audible.
Because
I'm
of
in the
Audible.
process of. I'm on which one? Not Order of the Phoenix.
Oh shit, that one's an
Half-Blood-
interesting one.
No.
Half-Blood is my favorite. Half-Blood has a lot of things going on.
Half-Blood, yeah.
Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
I think
I think I started that.
Goblet of Fire and Goblet of Fire and Half-Blood are probably my two favorite books in the series.
You know, I kind of hate book Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's kind of
He's
a
a dick, dude.
He's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
He's a kid. I gotta remember every time
He's
I have
like
a
the
problem with him, it's like
son
he's
of
a
a-
kid. He's a
you
kid.
know,
Remember that.
He's
True.
the son of a wealthy.
But
jock.
so is Ron and so is Hermione. And Hermione is a fucking badass in the books.
Oh my! and
She's
they
kind of
have
annoying.
No chill with
She's a
her.
badass though.
Oh, she can do shit, but she's annoying.
Yeah.
Harry.
It's because
every time I feel
she's
Harry,
so smart. I honestly think Hermione is my favorite character out of all three of them.
Yeah, I like Hermione.
I like Neville Longbottom.
Neville, fucking hero of the story. Fucking every single book. Neville,
comes
fucking
through,
fantastic.
Comes in
Comes
clutch.
through,
Yeah.
yeah. For
unsung
sure.
hero.
That's why he's the prettiest of the bunch now.
That is true. He is a good looking
You
dude.
did glow up the
Yeah.
best.
He's
like-
a fucking king.
Draco kind of did well too.
Who?
With aging.
Draco?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something
No,
about
I don't think
platinum
so
blonde
at all.
hair.
There's a Wolverine
It's
movie
super
he did.
light.
He actually
It's
looks
creepy.
really
I'm
good.
not a fan of
I don't know, I'm not a fan of his
platinum
face.
Yeah.
That's
It's a little
light.
too much.
That's too blonde.
I guess.
To each their own,
Throw
but
some dirt in there.
Emma Watson's hot as fuck though.
Of course.
But she's also a super feminist. But that's not a bad
But she's
thing.
also like she's
like a
fucking
legit-
smart though.
a
I
legit
think that's what it
feminist.
is for me.
what's
Like,
a super feminist?
well, like
She's
she's
Okay,
like
well,
she's
it's
a
not
very
like-
strong advocate
it's not
and
like-
where everything matters. Like she's really huge into politics and stuff like
it's
that.
not like American feminism though.
Yeah.
It's like
It's the right kind of feminism.
actual
Yeah.
feminism.
It's like she's actually
yeah.
fighting the good fight.
It's not complaining. It's not just complaining.
Right.
It's complaining with facts.
Yeah, it's not just.
She's bringing the receipts to politicians.
Good. Bring those down
Um,
receipts, people. Be better, America.
Remember
Yeah.
when we said we were going to talk about video games?
Yeah, now we're talking about books.
No, this is good. I like this. I know a lot about video games. I don't know a lot about shit that matters, so this is good for me. This is good.
broaden the horizon.
Yeah.
Shorten the scope of.
Like, I'm interested in Doom now.
It's a great.
And
Yeah,
only
it's a
because
good
the way
read.
you described it, Star Wars with depth, I'm like, damn right. Let's
yeah,
fucking do
it's
it.
it's a good read.
I think
That's
yeah,
probably a
if you
slog.
get into it, one thing you should know is there are no good people.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably a slog in the
No.
beginning, right? But then it gets good.
I guess once you start understanding what's going on and you can start following.
I
But the
think
book
it-
itself has a glossary with all the terms and shit. in
I
it.
actually think it's a good read for character analysts, like
Really?
analyzing characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
Like I
idea.
think that's a good
Yeah,
book
you
to
can
read for
see
that.
all the motivations and
Yeah, the great like how people are like kind of tilted between the gray area of their decisions.
social chess.
How big is the book?
Yeah.
Or how long is the book, I should say?
Well, there's multiple.
Pretty long.
Big
There's
books.
multiple?
Yeah.
It's a series.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's the
didn't know
Dune
that.
trilogy,
Mhm.
and then there's another trilogy in the same universe.
Yep.
I don't know if there's anything else.
I think there's only 6. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because
You have
there's
to check.
Dune. There's like Dune Messiah,
Yeah.
Children of Dune. Yeah, there's the 3 of the first trilogy.
So Dune is yours, but what was the book that you like got you interested in reading?
The book that got me interested in reading. Oh, fun. I remember reading Lord of the Rings as a child.
Hell yeah. How old were you? Because that's a pretty
Middle school.
descriptive book.
Middle school, somewhere around there.
Hell
6th
yeah.
grade, maybe. I was a smart kid. You know, I read a lot.
So all the girls were reading Twilight, and you're like, Tolkien.
J.R.R.R. Tolkien.
Tolkien. Mine was fucking. I think it was
You know
in.
The Giver.
Ooh, The Giver's a good one.
I really like that book.
Giver was a weird one.
That was one of my
I like
favorite
it.
I've read it like several
mandatory reading.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, no, Brave New World, Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, Fahrenheit
I'm a
451.
fan of the dystopian novels.
Hell yeah. Fahrenheit 451's really good.
Yeah, for sure. There's a game called We Happy Few. That's super dystopian.
yeah.
Yeah.
That entire intro is
it's a trip.
off-putting, dude.
It's a trip. The whole
Which
game's
one
a
for
trip.
We Happy
We
Few?
Happy Few at the very beginning.
I've heard about it.
It's fun.
I think I actually have it on my PS4. I just never played it.
My book, and I read it in I think 2nd grade, was Maniac McGee.
Ooh.
That was the book where I was
McGee.
like, "Holy shit, stories are cool."
You know what I
Where's Maniac
remember?
McGee again? It sounds familiar.
So Maniac McGee is about this kid who runs away, becomes a foster, and there's this huge story about crossing the train tracks and riding the line, and it's a overview of like racial and social status.
Is there like a scene where he like unties a knot? Or like
They made a TV movie about it.
no, not a scene, like a chapter. Because I remember the name Maniac McGee,
Hmm.
and I remember like it being like about a kid who meets this old man who kind of doesn't understand black people,
Yes.
and then there's like an untieable knot that he's able to figure out.
Yeah, because McGee is super fucking smart.
Yeah,
Like that's the whole thing. Is
oh
like,
my god, I
he's-
remember Maniac.
He's a kid who hasn't gone to school, but like he's stupid smart, and he just doesn't understand why.
Everything's so hard to these people.
Yeah, and like
Is
so-
that the point of the book?
Yeah, the whole point is to talk about the racial and social differences.
Like I remember
Of
the
what?
racial part, but I don't
Yeah.
remember like the part about a kid who doesn't understand why the world can't see the way.
He's fucking stupid smart.
That I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It was in 4th grade. I didn't see a lot of things.
Yeah, that was the book that got me into it, and then there was that same
Holes
year.
was a good book.
Holes was
Is
a
that
great
what
book.
you're-
Great book.
Is Buried Onions a
Um,
book?
Yeah, it is a book.
one of the second books. I can't remember what the name of it is
Holes
called,
was a
but
The one that was a sequel to Holes.
No. In 2nd grade, I also read the book. They remade the movie not too long ago. Essentially, these kids' dad disappears into like the future or like an alternate reality, and they have to go into the alternate reality to find their dad because their dad is a scientist and like he found like a wormhole to another world. I can't remember what it's called, but they
Damn.
remade it not too long ago, and I think Oprah Winfrey's in it.
Oh, Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time, yeah.
Yeah.
That was another book that like
I remember
got me
tried,
thinking.
we
One of
tried
the-
reading that in
yeah.
4th grade, but none of the kids would actually want to read it.
Kids suck.
I remember
I was one of them.
I remember my elementary school reading habits. The Magic Treehouse
The
series.
Magic Treehouse.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones. The Black
Well,
Knight book.
It annoyed
One
me
of the
because
first
like
ones.
I really hated like the reading portion in school because those books I fucking hated to read.
Mhm.
Like I just had no interest in them, but I loved to read.
Mhm.
So like Wrinkle in Time and Maniac McGee, I read that shit by myself. Like I would go to like the library and shit and like look at like the 5th grade, 6th grade reading level shit.
It's called.
And then after that, I think is in 3rd grade is when I read the Three Musketeers the first time.
Oh, there you go.
And then, boom, Alexander Dumas, all day, baby. Like, that, it got me into
It
French
just
literature.
started.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck do these words mean? Because French
Pretty
literature
cool.
is super poetic. So then, like, that's what really got me into it. And then I failed, like, every single reading class. Because I fucking hated the books.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is boring. Like, I have no interest in it.
Yeah. When I was in middle school, in social studies, our teacher had a bookcase, or a bookshelf or whatever, with just a bunch of his own personal books. And he let me borrow one once. Ender's Game.
Oh, dude!
That was my 6th grade year.
Oh.
And I read Ender's Game for the first time. And then I read, let me go to my Kindle account real quick. I'll show you all the fucking Ender's series books I got. Oh man, it's great.
Honestly, I think you
Ender
might be one of the
Shadow.
biggest Ender Game fans that I know.
It's great.
Which
It's
is
such
nice.
a cool book, dude. The whole series is amazing.
Have you guys ever read or at least watched the movie?
No.
Eh.
I know. You guys explained it to me last time. I think Chris might have even explained it to
Chris
me.
probably explained it.
What it's all about and everything. And it
Yeah.
sounds interesting. But no.
Yeah, there's Ender's
That's
Game, Ender
Shadow.
Shadow of the Hedgehog.
Is that the
That's-
big fight?
The Hegemon? Yeah, that's like all the different countries
Yeah.
pulling out of battle school because Dionysus and whatever.
Yeah.
fucking
I was just trying to
Ender's
remember
siblings.
what the third one was.
Yeah, I think that's what that's about.
Yeah.
Because they're like vying for a seat on the hegemony or whatever.
I will say, like, without...
Have you read the Shadow series?
No.
In Bean's perspective.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that super small.
Yeah. His friend.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, his friend.
In battle school. But yeah,
Dude, if
it's
you
the exact-
if you don't know what the fucking twist ending for that shit is, though, that's fucked. That is so fucked. read
we're
Ender's
not
Game.
spoiling
Yeah,
it for you
we're-
guys.
yeah, like,
you have to read it.
read
It's
it.
pretty great.
But with that being said, we're gonna take a short break right here, and we'll be back in a few with more of the podcast. Be sure to check out the official Bluhdhaven t-shirt by going to www.bluhdhaven.com/store. And welcome back.
Keep being a sheep over there, buddy.
No, I'm just saying. I surround myself with smart people, and then the smart people will tell me.
You know, so
So is that like the equivalent of like when like an average-looking girl hangs out with like ugly-looking girls to look like the hot one?
Well, I'm not trying to look smart.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
gladly admit I'm the dumb one of the
You're
group.
the ugly friend of the group, but with intelligence instead of looks.
Well, what was it you said?
Which
You-
makes
You're the-
sense. I am a comedian. We are pretty much at the basis of mental acuity.
What was it you said? Like you rather hang around smart people and all that and learn.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
I mean
that's
that is
what
a good thing.
yeah, that's my
You
strategy.
know who also did that? Nazis.
Holy shit!
I'm sorry.
I need to
Shots
reevaluate my
fired
life.
accurately over a long distance.
Multiple times.
I'm sorry. I forgive me for that one. Man.
Oh,
I didn't mean it. That's very fucked up.
I'm learning so much.
How do I
about
bounce
myself.
from that? How do I segue from Nazis?
You don't.
Hitler bad.
Yeah,
Thank you for tuning in.
Anyways.
I'm so sorry.
Damn, that was
Anyways.
fucked up.
I mean, I could step out if need be.
No, that was perfect. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that more
It's
than
a
you
step.
think.
Oh
Can
my
you
god.
talk about the new trailers we watched?
Yeah, we can circle back to video games.
Yeah, we can.
I don't think Marcus saw it, but there's gonna be a new Sonic game.
Oh, really? Is it gonna go back to like the old style? used to be?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
It's
bitch.
the world.
You sweet
Fucking
summer
fucking
child.
bitch.
Overworld.
If Mario did it and they succeeded, what are you doing,
It
Sega?
looks like Breath
Well,
of the
hold
Wild.
on. To be fair, Sonic did go back to that in Generations, and it was
Mm-hmm.
one of the best Sonic games ever.
Well, there you go. If it worked.
Well, I mean, you want to try new things.
Yeah, but your new things suck, dude.
I don't know. Open world Sonic actually sounds kind of cool.
Wasn't it always open world?
No.
Like, there's a lot of games where you just have an open world you can go around.
Well, no. Like this is like it looks like a full open world. Like Chris was saying, like Breath of the Wild status.
I'm kind of getting on board with everybody getting tired of open world games. Like, it's just at this
I
point,
like-
it's like they're milking it. They're just too
That's
saturated.
just like battle royale games.
I
Well,
appreciate
yeah,
some-
but I'm not arguing battle royale. I stick with one and I move on. I haven't like played the
That's
rest
true.
of them. Yeah.
Understandable. I appreciate me some linear games though,
Yes.
where I don't
Linear
have to do
storytelling.
too much thinking, and I can just look for some secrets and surprises or something.
I think that's why I like the dungeons and the strikes of Destiny, because like I like the PvE aspects of Destiny, where like I could just explore the entire fucking area. Like that excites me.
Yeah,
So I see what you're saying. Is Elden Ring like that? Is Elden Ring pretty linear?
No.
Not
It's a
necessarily.
Soulsborne game.
I mean, they have like there's a path, a golden path. I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Where like you can follow it and it'll take you through where they want you to go through.
Yeah.
But you're free to explore as soon as you get out.
Oh yeah.
And you find out quick that maybe you should do the linear path
Because
because you need to gain some experience.
what is your guys' favorite open world game?
Oh.
Fallout. Which one?
Ooh,
Fallout. I know I'm gonna say 3 because it was the first, so maybe nostalgia's tied up with it. But at that time, I had never seen a game world like this. Everything was just usable in that world. A fork was usable in that world. I mean, I never did unless you bought the fucking rocket launcher, which basically you could shoot a whole bunch of junk out of.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it was like I was a world that I really got wrapped in. What was the word I'm looking for? Sucked into.
immersed.
Immersed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then New Vegas came out and it's still one of my top
Fallout
3 games.
with mods.
Fallout 3 with mods,
That's
yes.
how I-
But also the desert approach. I felt more at
The
home with it.
Mojave, yeah.
The Mojave. The gambling.
Morrowind is one of my favorite open
I love
world
Morrowind.
games.
Morrowind was awesome.
It's like one of the truest like RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the purest rather.
For those who love Skyrim, this happened 2 games before.
Yes. Yeah, then there was Oblivion.
Which was also really good.
Oblivion was fun.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've messed with like modded save files.
Yeah.
Give yourself like over 100 like stamina or something. Or acrobatics. And you can jump super far.
super high, yeah.
Yeah. It was a great time.
What about you, buddy?
The only thing I could think of that ever was exposed me to open worlds was New Vegas.
Oh,
New
Fallout?
Vegas?
Yeah.
Nice.
New Vegas is really good.
I really enjoyed it.
Fallout fanboys.
I just with mods too, especially when I could get myself a DC-15 blaster and make myself OP as fuck. It was worth it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one has to be Ocarina of Time.
That's a good
Nice,
one.
okay.
That's a good choice, bro.
Yeah.
Really good.
I don't. Was it more?
Super Mario Sunshine.
Ooh,
On the
also a
GameCube.
good one.
That was a really fun one.
You know, going on the Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess had a really nice.
I really enjoyed Twilight.
Twilight Princess was fun.
Yeah, I never.
The aesthetic was
dark.
cool.
Yeah. What I didn't like about the game is like how every time an enemy was nearby, they started playing like creepy ass music. It used to like traumatize me as a kid.
Oh,
That
really?
was the soundtrack to my mom. So that's what I heard. But
That's awesome.
no, I really enjoyed Twilight Princess. I especially enjoyed like God, the Cave of Ordeals. I really enjoyed in that game.
Fuck
you say
yeah.
you don't know where that was, right?
The Cave of Ordeals?
Yeah, there was that. So when you find that piece of the bridge in the desert, if you go back to that spot, there's just like a staircase that'll take you through like 20 rounds. And if you can make it through, you gotta get like something for the game world. I forgot what it was, like great fairies at every spring in the world or some shit like that.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, but I never fucking made it past 18. It's so hard. They say
I gotta go
Because
back.
you suck.
go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
But Animal Crossing.
It's because you're not strafe jumping.
Well, hey, maybe I can do it now, but back then it was fucking hard.
I think that's why I like those games though. Like, cause like I don't inherently think Legend of Zelda games are insanely difficult, but I do like that they are difficult enough to feel like you achieved
So
something.
challenging.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a good challenge game for kids, I feel. Like, I think, I'm gonna go ahead and say
I'd
this.
argue for some adults.
But I say that too, but it's like, I feel like the adult equivalent of that would be like the Dark Souls series.
But I don't feel like Dark Souls is like
It's
that thought provoking.
No, it is. It
I don't
can
think
be.
so.
The story
There's
is.
a
What's so
lot of-
thoughtful
Well, no, because
about
I mean, like
Zelda?
at least with Zelda, like there's a lot of like Zelda's based around puzzles. Like that's why I
And
love the Legend of Zelda.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're
I see
like
that
like
from-
majority of
that
them
from-
are just puzzles. I mean, obviously there's fights and stuff, but like
Mm.
the puzzles are why I love Legend of Zelda. Dark Souls is more like when you're fighting an enemy, you're just trying to figure out how to kill the enemy.
You know, I would say this.
Like
There are
the
some
trial
things
and
in,
error.
like, at least
Yeah.
Elden Ring I noticed, that are not straightforward and don't... Like, there's some doors you can only open if you do certain gestures while wearing certain gear, and you have to pay attention to the lore of the world. So basically, I would still say it's kind of like Legend of Zelda for adults, because, you know, Legend of Zelda, yes, it's thought-provoking, you have to solve the puzzle and shit, but it's kind of like right there, you don't have to think about it, because it's telling you you need to solve this puzzle. Here, in this game, it doesn't tell you shit. And you gotta, like, really pay attention, you gotta be critical thinkers, and you gotta actually read.
Well, I mean, I don't personally think Legend of Zelda tells you the puzzle at all.
No, but you know when you get to a puzzle, this is a puzzle.
That's true.
Yeah. Not in the Dark Souls games. You're like, how the fuck do I get past
Yeah.
this part?
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're two different games.
Yeah, those are two completely different playstyles.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. What is Legend of Zelda? You just run around with a sword and shit.
Yeah, but you don't grind every like completely.
I grinded on some.
There's not.
some
You don't grind
There's
levels.
no progression
in,
system other than gear occasionally.
in Dark Souls, right?
Well, no. In Dark
There's a
Souls there
progression
is
system.
leveling.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
progression. In
Legend of Zelda, there is no level. It's just like you're doing hard things to get things to make
Again,
it easy.
kiddie version of Dark Souls.
I wouldn't call it a kiddie version though.
I would. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's Nintendo's version.
Yeah, no, fine. A Nintendo version of Dark Souls. And that's how I see it.
Well, it's hard to make the comparison because they're two very different games in my
Yeah, they
eyes.
feel
I don't know, I
a
see
completely
very
different
similar.
demographic.
I don't
see it.
know.
Maybe
You
like
can say that. Well, you can just say that about any RPG in general. Then
I mean, I don't know. Link's got some maidens. Let me tell you.
you could be like Fallout is the same as Dark Souls.
I got
It's
that.
Fallout is Dark Souls but with guns.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I mean, come on. The aesthetic choice
No, that's
is what I'm
random from
really
the
referring
actions
to
of
here.
Dark
Not just the
Souls.
aesthetic choice. I'm saying in terms of what you do. You run around as Link. You're going around with the shield, with the sword. You're trying to pass the game. In this game, you're running around with the shield and the sword. You're trying to pass the game.
But you're looking at it as such a simplified version.
Well, that's what I do. I simplify shit. That's how I understand the world. If I can understand it at a simple, as its
But I
simplest
mean,
form,
that
then I
logic,
can
you
I
could
can
do
understand
that
it
with
better.
Every game.
Why must you shit on everything I love?
I'm not shitting on it. I'm making it.
You know what that means?
I'm
That
not
means
referencing
Halo
you,
and
Marty.
Doom are the
Oh.
same games.
Yeah, you walk around killing things with guns. Doom and Halo are the same.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually, I would say so. They're pretty much. I mean, they seem the same to
Killing
me.
things.
I mean, fine.
But
No,
I see your argument. I see your
It's
argument.
not that Master Chief is dealing with like a hyper advanced race of religious zealots and Doom's.
I get what Marcus is saying.
It's the same
just-
enemies, just with different attire.
But no.
They're all the same. They're just a bunch of pixels, bro.
At the
That's what you're saying.
Well, what are you doing in Halo? You're running around killing fucking aliens. What are you doing in Doom? You're running around killing demons. Different suits. Different
It
suits.
appeals to a different audience, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do feel like I get where you're coming from, Marcus. I get that you're looking at it from a very like baseline, foundational standpoint. Point and shoot, man. Definitely the same thing. Like Mega Man and Doom, same thing. Sure, whatever.
And Metroid.
Yeah, there you go.
No, this is actually a good opportunity. I want to see what makes Halo different in your perspective.
As like a series as a whole. Or
I
like,
guess
what do you
because-
mean? Like, and what am I comparing it
Are we
to?
talking
So when I
about the
first
books?
played Halo, I remember everyone making such a big deal about it, and I played it. I'm like, it's just another game. It's just
Well-
another shooter.
Oh,
That's how I felt at the time.
no, because the Halo broke ground as a video game.
How?
Because of the way that the mechanics worked in the very first game. Sure, you have the assault rifle, whatever, right? Sure, just like any, kind of like Quake, you have the different types of loadouts, whatever. But the immersive world of Halo was never done before.
So it's the story.
Being thrown onto the large alien ring, having this gigantic world of aliens having to fight against, trying to find, your human beings or whatever, and then discovering this whole different world. It's like an open world RPG. It was never done before as a first-person shooter. Because you had Quake and Doom, which were very linear in the sense of, like, you go to an area, you go to a new world, you spawn into a new area, but it's kind of consolidated. Halo was just huge fucking thing.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, because, Quake was an arena
Yeah.
shooter? Well,
Well, I mean,
Halo's an arena shooter, too. Well, at least the multiplayer.
but Halo kind of was the first game to kind of have both worlds.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, they built the game, and then they had the accessibility to connect to.
Mhm.
So, like, the game itself was just, it pioneered a lot of what modern FPSs are today.
Well, was it just because it was just... I feel like a lot of Halo's appeal was the story.
I mean,
Graphics
sure.
at the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it pushed a lot of limits, is what it was.
Yeah. I don't know. I played a lot of shooters at the time, and then I went to Halo. I'm like, okay, I don't see it. I mean, the only thing I saw was, like, you can jump higher, and that's it.
I mean, like, the aliens didn't interest you? Like, fighting against these giant fucking aliens coming to you?
Well, have you ever played Jet Force Gemini?
I don't think so.
There was an old Nintendo 64 game. I mean, I played a little bit. It was on like a kiosk, but it was the same thing. You're just running around killing aliens.
Jet Force Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like super cartoony though.
So that's the thing. It's just the aesthetic. If it was like cartoony aliens, would it have been as popular? Halo?
I don't think so. I don't think if it was
Really?
if it was stylized, I don't think Halo would have had as much appeal as it did.
That's so crazy because, like, going back to Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker,
Mhm.
it's timeless. It's
I
considered-
fucking hate Wind Waker. I fucking hate that game. I hate Wind Waker. I love Legend of Zelda games. Wind Waker's probably the weakest game out of all.
It's considered the most timeless of the Zeldas.
And I understand that, but I don't agree with it.
Why do you hate Wind Waker?
I don't like the
Why do
story.
you hate America?
The story is just the story is weird.
Why do you
The
hate
whole
The style,
different
the
What are you,
stylized of
commie?
it is really bizarre.
Mm-hmm. I love Beautiful Joe.
Like, so I love Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe's fucking awesome.
That's a good one.
Beautiful Joe is just
That's really
comic.
stylized.
It's comic though.
But it was self-aware. That's what
Yeah.
you like about it?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
like, so if something is absurd, right? If something is stupid, but they know it's stupid, I
Yeah, you don't
enjoy
like
it.
the other guys?
I fucking hate that movie.
That movie is exactly what
That
you said.
movie has a really bad script.
No.
Yes, it does.
Oh my
No,
god.
but like actually, we just saw The Lost City with Sandra
was
Bullock. It's fucking funny.
Really?
That is a good script that knows what it's doing.
fucking awesome. I was wondering about that. I was actually curious.
Watch it. Come back to me and
Wait,
like.
which one?
Then we'll have a
It's called
discussion.
The Lost City.
Oh.
It's with Sandra Bullock and
Dan
Channing
Radcliffe's
Tatum.
in it too.
Yeah, he's the bad.
By the way, we need
God,
to stop
I
calling
hate
Daniel
Channing
Radcliffe
Tatum.
Harry Potter now, guys. Just he's Daniel Radcliffe now.
Yeah,
he's
He's
earned
been
it.
timecasted.
Yeah, I know, but he's earned.
Timecasted,
He's
whatever the
yeah, because now he's just bad guy and everything.
his
is he bad guy?
Yeah,
face
I
is
thought-
like
this is the only movie I knew where he's the bad guy.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's a bad guy in like everything.
Where's the bad guy? Where other movie was the bad guy in?
Now you see me too.
Now you see, oh, he was?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
What
one.
was the whole like synopsis
movies,
for?
bro.
What was it? Guns Akimbo? Was he in that
Oh,
movie?
Oh,
I haven't
Guns
seen it.
Attached to
Yeah.
It looks funny though. It looks like a great movie.
It looks like such a dumb movie.
I want to watch it.
I wanna
want
watch
to-
One where he
And
becomes-
Swiss Army Man. I want to see that one
The
too.
one where he becomes a demon was actually really cool.
When he becomes a demon?
Yeah.
Or the one who's growing horns?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that like a romance movie?
I wouldn't call it romance. Per
Like
se.
horns, right? That's what it was called, horns.
Oh, horns, I think, or something like that. But it was not a bad film.
You talking about horns?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a weird movie.
It was,
Was it
weird, but
weird?
it was good.
It was good. I don't know how I feel about the ending.
The ending.
The ending of that is the same way that I felt about Swiss Army Man.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
I
like
was-
they're great movies, and I just feel like the scriptwriters were like,
We're
"Nah,
done.
we give up."
We're done.
Yeah.
This movie's already ridiculous. Just anything.
Well, no, I think horns was actually a really great concept because the idea of it is he is gradually becoming the devil, and because of that, he has powers of the devil and is able to see into people's futures, past, presents,
And they
like
tell
all
him
of their
just, like,
sins.
darkest
Damn,
desires.
that sounds
Yeah.
awful.
It's fucking cool until the end.
Oh, damn it! I gotta see it.
I would recommend giving it a watch though.
All right, I'll give
What's
that
it
one
called?
and the
Horns?
Lost City a watch.
Horns.
Yeah, it was really awkward because I watched it at my abu's house, my Chinese grandmother, and that was not a movie to watch in front of her because there's some really
Just
But really?
graphic
There's
scenes.
some
Very graphic.
Yeah,
really?
yeah, like real
He
like
goes to a
What's that movie rated?
Some saucy
R.
stuff.
yeah, it's
Like
rated.
he,
R.
Really?
he goes to get his teeth done at a to do something with his horns at a dentistry, and all of a sudden, because of his powers, they fuck on top of him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
whole. It's
Give into
weird.
your carnal desires.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. But-
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe, fucking awesome. Also, I just appreciate him as an actor because,
He's trying.
well, no, you can see like he just likes to act. So like he'll just go for really weird scripts and he just enjoys it.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And instead of chasing just like the next blockbuster
Exactly.
hit and the next blockbuster.
Because you know that
hit.
dude's fucking loaded.
Yeah.
But like he's like one of the like celebrities where you don't see him like in like a super extravagant like entourage or
Yeah, like
anything
you
like
didn't
that.
get to his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just there.
yeah, which is fucking cool. I think that's why like God, one day I just want to sit down and talk with him. I feel like he's an interesting dude.
I
To
feel like
talk
he'd
to.
be a cool person to talk to.
Yeah.
So too.
I want to talk to Rupert and Ron.
Oh
See
yeah,
what he's been up to.
He's actually in a show. I think they were promoting it on Peacock or something. I don't know if he's like the star of the show, but I know he's in it.
What's his name?
Gintz?
Rupert?
Grint.
Is that the one where they have to, where he tries to like learn to be an assassin or whatever?
Ooh, I don't know. Damn, that sounds kind of cool.
There's one that I saw where like I think he's trying to learn how to be an assassin.
Servant.
Servant, I think it might be. I forgot. It looks like an old style kind of show. Just from the promotional things I've seen about it.
It's on Apple TV Plus.
There we go. I knew it was one of those streaming. There's so many damn streaming services now. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Like again, all the services are more than just buying Dish Network at this point.
No, because like with streaming services, at least you can choose what to watch.
Well, no, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, like, a subscription to, let's say, Dish Network is like $100 a month. If you want all the damn streaming services, it's way more than that now. It's kind of like almost $200.
Right, but that's
not really.
The appeal for streaming services, you get to pick and choose what you want.
Yeah,
right. So you don't have to spend $100 for one channel.
Yeah, I'd still argue that streaming's still cheaper than cable because what Netflix is $15, Hulu is like another $10, so that's $25.
It's like 15 now.
So we'll just do $15. So $30 for those two. Discovery, Paramount, so that's $60.
But you're just naming the big ones.
Disney, which is
I forgot
$75. So yeah, I mean, like, you're still under $100. But
but with
those,
the big ones.
Yeah, but like you really don't need anything else. Like those are 6 different companies. I'm sure you can find the movie.
I'm cool with it because those are the ones I have. They're just the main ones that have everything I need so far.
Yeah, and I'm just saying
still
that, like,
more
still like
out.
$75 is better than $100.
The cool thing about all these streaming services is when you watch all the things you want to watch on Hulu at the time, you can just cancel your membership and then pick some other streaming service up.
Like you're not
to
in
go
it for
watch
a year.
Specific series, and then once you're done and caught up with that, you can go back to Hulu if you want.
Yeah,
or you can go to somewhere
cancel
else.
anytime. Way better than a $120 yearly.
Plus a
$35
cancellation
and a cancellation fee.
Yeah,
and an equipment fee, and this fee.
Well, that's the reason why a lot of cable companies are like trying to remodel themselves and figure shit out.
They're freaking out.
AT&T though, fuck you, AT&T.
Why? What are they doing? Or what are
They're
they
the
not
worst.
doing?
They're never going to be sponsoring our.
Nope, never. Fuck you, AT&T. Hard cut 10 years from now.
HE double hockey sticks, buddy. Get out of here.
Fuck you, thank you, AT&T.
What the fuck do they do?
And a great shout out to today's sponsor.
AT&T is probably one of the worst cell phone / cable providers of all time.
Because
we'll go into it after the podcast.
Oh, okay.
You know
Sounds
what
personal.
sucks is AT&T is has the largest 5G network.
It does.
These are facts because literally, as a cell tower technician, we were only doing AT&T upgrades.
Which is wild because so AT&T will have if my understanding is correct, you have the AT&T 5G towers, which are then subcontracted by like T-Mobile and stuff to use their
towers.
Equipment. Yeah,
not their towers. The towers are owned by someone else entirely, and they
but
rent
it's the
out the
equipment,
space.
though, right?
Yeah. Like tower owners like ATC or whatever, and then AT&T's like, hey, can we put our stuff here? And I'm like, yep, it is X amount of money a month. Blah blah blah.
And AT&T's like, sure, why not? Yeah,
you have a specific sector that you throw your own stuff onto.
Shit's wild. But yeah.
Anyway,
we're coming up to the end of the podcast. So, what is everyone's viewing recommendation for this week?
I have one I would say didn't age well because I just watched it recently. Have you heard of Big? With Tom Hanks?
With Tom Hanks?
Yeah. That movie did not age well at all. I loved that movie back then.
Yeah.
But now I'm like seeing it like she's into a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
100% into a 13. She's like, I'll even wait for you. What the fuck?
That's grooming.
She had sex with a 13-year-old, dude.
There are a lot of movies from the 80s that did not age well.
That was one of them. That was a big one.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
It's a good movie, though. If you forget about the weird grooming portion of it, it's fine.
It's what Hollywood's all about. Anyway.
What about you, buddy? What you got?
Pizzagate.
Oh.
Never forget.
Never forget.
I would have to recommend The 100. It's a show.
The 100?
The 100.
Yeah.
Oh, the 100. Oh, okay.
100.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good fucking
That's
show.
a pretty
Kayla got
cool
me
one.
into it. Oh my god.
Didn't they have a spinoff on that?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And there's like, what, 4, 6 seasons?
I think it's 7.
7? So I gotta catch up. I'm watching it on Netflix with her right now.
Oh, no, there was going to be a spinoff on it, but it got canceled.
Classic Netflix.
I like it. They did Clark's character so fucking well, in my opinion. In that show.
You know, I haven't thought about the 100 in so long.
You know, if you go to the fucking, if you go to Comic-Con and shit, there's a fuck ton of people in 100 gear.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
not surprised.
that following is hardcore.
So what was funny to me, just like a little quick before we continue, Jasper in thing is also Roderick in Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies.
I never saw those movies.
What about it?
The Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Have you ever
movies.
seen Diary of a
I never
Wimpy
read
Kid?
the books.
Roderick is also in the
That good?
the show Jasper.
Thinking about
Oh,
it,
he's in that show?
Yeah, 100
I didn't read all of them.
I think the only child-esque books I ever read was Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants.
I read a lot of Captain
Oh,
Underpants.
State-
That was the only thing that I read as a kid that was like directed towards kids.
Oh, the Magic Treehouse series for me, directed towards kids. But
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You
I
know,
don't think I
about
read-
Captain Underpants at the book fair when I got into it. Remember the book fairs?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
Book
They were the
fairs.
best.
Yeah, I got into Captain Underpants because one of the books actually sold the ring. You know, the little
Yes,
hypnotizer
yes,
ring?
Oh,
yes.
Did you own that
yes,
too?
yes, I did.
Were you pissed off that it didn't work?
No, I mean, like, I was cognitive to know
Yeah, I wasn't.
what it was.
I wasn't.
So, like, I was just like,
thought,
oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I thought the world was like open like that still. So I was like, oh, I'm just buying the ring, and the ring didn't work. I was pissed, but the book was good.
It was alright.
I read it a year later.
Yeah, I mean, like, I even watched the new movie that came out. It's good.
Oh yeah, how is that?
It's really good.
Hmm.
Like, if you go in being like, this is a kid's movie, right? If
Yeah,
you go
of
in with that
course.
expectation, you're like, this is a good kid's movie.
Cool. Maybe I should give it a watch. It's like on Netflix or something.
It should be, I think.
Yeah.
What do you recommend, Chris? Swear to God, that's what I think it is.
No, I'm not going to say The Expanse, even though you totally should check that out.
Season 6?
I don't remember. I think they're done now, all caught up. But go watch the new EXU Calamity thing
Oh,
on Switch.
yeah.
Critical Role.
What is EXU?
Exandria Unlimited. It's other things going on in the world. It's not Critical Role.
Well, it
Oh,
is Critical
it
Role,
is
but
Critical
but
Role,
it's
but
not
it's
like
not-
the main cast.
It's sponsored by Critical Role or something?
Mercer.
No.
They
So
produce-
it still is Critical Role, but the way like
It's a different group.
yes, it's a completely different group, different
Same
GM.
IP, different group.
Yes, exactly.
Different story.
Yeah, I want to watch it because Brandon
Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Brendan Lee more. I can never get his last name right.
Mulligan.
Mulligan. He is a Mulligan.
Yeah, call him Mulligan.
He's awesome.
He's the DM.
Yeah.
It's great.
I want to sit with him. One
Lou
day.
Wilson's in it.
Is he?
Mhm.
Ooh.
From Dimension 20.
Yeah.
Uh,
D20,
Oh,
baby.
there.
Travis, Marisha, Sam.
How many episodes do you know are they doing? 4? Okay.
It's a mini series. All about
Yeah.
the calamity.
Go check that out.
What do you recommend, Val?
I'm going to recommend Groundhog Day.
Oh my god.
That
Classic.
movie, also some jokes don't age well. But conceptual-wise, fucking ahead of its time. It's such a good movie.
It's actually really
For what
good.
it is, yeah.
It's a movie that started a cliche in films, I feel, though. Yeah, I mean, granted, Groundhog Day is a really... No one did what Groundhog Day does in the film. Like, you know,
Yeah,
the
in
series
terms of filmmaking.
Yeah, that was the first one to do it, right?
I believe so. In
I
terms
lo-
of like
I love
the
Groundhog Day. I just hate what it did to cinema because some people have been trying to replicate that fucking formula for years.
There's Happy Death Day for one.
Yeah,
Happy Death Day.
and we get
There's
it.
that
It
one
existed.
Christmas movie.
I don't know, man. That Live Die Repeat was fucking good. Edge of Tomorrow?
Edge
Oh,
of
yeah.
Tomorrow
I still need to see that.
That actually
was
was
a
pretty
cool
good.
one.
Yeah, I
was
liked that a
pretty
lot.
cool one.
Okay. I'll watch that still.
I mean, I think they just have to make it original. Like, I think as long as there's an original concept around it, then I think they can repeat the repeat.
It's funny. I was thinking like they should make a video game like that, and then I thought all video games are like that.
I was like, what do you mean?
like I immediately answered my own shit.
Actually, no. I feel like there is a video game that does that, though, where it's like,
I think there's a new one that came out for the PS5 recently.
is it The Parable?
No.
Stanley's Parable.
It's
No,
like
there is a game where like when you do something you do die, but then when you do it again it changes.
let me see. There's a.
I
fucking-
can't remember what it's called. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
But yeah, anyway, we could go on about that forever. But we're coming up to the end, so thank you guys for watching
Deathloop.
this episode of the podcast. What?
Deathloop is the game.
Deathloop. There you go.
Deathloop.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
won't play it.
game.
The game,
Death-
yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
Uh,
played it yet.
There you go.
Go
Gotta
check
answer
it out.
before
Go
it
check out the video games that we talked about. Go check out the books. Go check out the TV shows. Come back next week. Don't forget to go to Bluhdhaven.com to check out more of our content. Don't forget to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify. We'll see you guys next week for a new episode. See ya.